Welcome back to Sprague Homestead. So with the warm weather, I've been getting a lot of messages from different people having diarrhea issues in their rabbits. This is a really big deal and something you need to get right on and take care of because unfortunately when rabbits get diarrhea, it can be fatal. Not a pleasant way to go for sure, but they will basically dehydrate out very quickly. So you really got to take pretty swift action when that happens. So diarrhea in your rabbits can happen for a number of reasons. And while you certainly want to get to the bottom of figuring out why it is, the biggest thing is you want to try and get it stopped quickly. Now, with rabbits, like I said, heat can be a big factor. We've had, especially out here on the West Coast, we've had some very high temperatures lately. Stress can be another thing. A change of feed. Maybe you've recently gone to something else and changed over too quickly. Or maybe you changed a month or two ago and suddenly now the rabbits are having issues. All that can be a factor. Illness, like underlying things like coccidia, can also cause diarrhea. Now with coccidia, I will say that in the diarrhea itself, usually you'll get a jelly-like substance in there, and that kind of gives you a clue as to what it is. We'll talk more about coccidia and other diseases in another video, but for today, let's just focus on the diarrhea. So if the rabbit is still eating, the biggest thing is pull all the pellets. If you've got good clean hay, you want to get them with some hay and make sure they're getting electrolytes in their water. You also want to go ahead and give them bowls of water as opposed to water bottles. The reason for that is when rabbits don't feel very good, they're more likely to lap water out of a bowl than they are to drink it out of a tube. So what I like to do, if they're still on feed and there's just some soft stool, what you want to do is offer one bowl of just clean water and another bowl of water with electrolytes in it. Some rabbits won't touch it if there's electrolytes. Some of them will scarf it right down, but it's worth having and doing just to make sure they're keeping that hydration up. Now the bigger issue comes when they won't eat hay and they won't eat their feed. Now you can offer a little bit of oatmeal. Any kind of oats is fine. You can do old-fashioned oatmeal. You can do steam-rolled, flaked, whole oats. It doesn't really matter. They're either going to eat it or they're not. Now, if that fails, you can give them a couple leaves of dandelion, and the point here is just to keep them eating. Now, I know greens on a sick stomach a lot of times will make the situation worse, but when we're talking about diarrhea, the big thing is hydration and eating. Because with rabbits, that gut has got to stay in constant motion. When the gut quits moving, it's very difficult in these animals to get it going again. So a couple leaves of dandelion and making sure they're drinking water is fine. If that's not working, now you need to go to a force feeding type situation. So if we're going to force feed our rabbit, the best thing to use is absolutely a package of stuff called Critical Care. It comes in a green and silver package. I have some around here somewhere and I'm not sure where I put it. But you can get it off of Amazon. I'll have Kanan find a link for it and drop it up in the description. If you're going to raise rabbits, I strongly suggest that everybody have at least a packet of this stuff on hand. It's got directions on how to use it and mix it up. It's got a lot of electrolytes, probiotics, and all the good stuff in it that'll make it a kind of a one-stop, mix it up, and go ahead and feed it to them kind of thing to get the gut back working. We actually used it on a friend's rabbit at convention, oh gosh, probably 4 or 5 years ago now, that had stopped eating. We couldn't get him to eat anything, and we credit Critical Care with saving his life. So it's good stuff to have on hand, whether or not they're off feed or sluggish to eat or actually having diarrhea, because it is, you do make it up into a mash, so it does keep them hydrated, but it's got fiber and it'll keep that gut moving, which is so critical during a diarrhea outbreak. So if you don't have that on hand, though, what do you do? Now, I know not everybody keeps it, so there is stuff you can do. The biggest thing is you're going to make your own mash, just using your regular feed pellets and some warm water. You can add a little bit of unflavored, unsweetened applesauce if you want. You can also add a little bit of yogurt into it. The point of those are, one, to kind of give some probiotics, but with the applesauce in particular, one, pectin will help with the diarrhea, but it also gives it kind of a sweet flavor, and it can make it easier to feed them. So let me kind of show you how I make a mash if I need it, It's also helpful if you have powdered electrolytes or probiotics, just to put a little extra in there and make sure they're getting it. But let's show you how to make a mash. Alright, so what you're going to need to make your own pellet mash is some warm water, some of the feed pellets, something to mix it in, and a spoon. So you're just going to put a little bit of pellets in the bottom, and we're going to put some water on them just to kind of pretty closely cover them. Now you want this kind of wet, because you're going to use a syringe, and you can actually get feeding syringes like for baby birds. But I like just an old-fashioned slip end syringe. And if this doesn't work real well, you can always cut the end of it off to get it as big as you want it. So once the pellets are starting to soften, then they can take a while. You can see they're kind of going to pieces now. You can kind of mash them up a little bit. And like I said, it can take a little bit, so we'll probably let this sit for a minute and come back to it. But while they're doing that, if you have the electrolytes or the probiotics and you don't want to do anything else with them, you can put just a little sprinkling of both of these on there. This is also a good time to add in your applesauce or your yogurt if you're going to be using that. So we'll let that sit for just a minute and we'll get it all mashed up. Alright, so this has sat about 5 minutes, and you can see the pellets have pretty much turned into goo. So what you actually need now is to add a little bit more water, because we're trying to get this wet enough that we can suck it up in a syringe. That looks pretty decent. So yeah, it's all pretty much come apart right here. Some of this is still kind of working on it, but that's okay. And the reason you use warm water as opposed to hot water is the warm water will soften it without causing a lot of nutrient loss, which is bad. So now we'll see if we can get this to suck up. And some of the bigger chunks won't, and that's okay. Overall, we're still getting some of that stuff in there, the vitamins and nutrients. Yeah, some of that's still a little hard, but this is why I say you can pull that syringe tip off, cut it off if you need. And you can kind of see the chunks in there. Okay, so once we've kind of got our mash in there, or our liquids. Alright, so I don't actually have a rabbit with diarrhea right now, but we'll show you kind of how you're supposed to do this process. So what you'll want to do is get a towel, something that either you're willing to throw right in the wash or something that's labeled for barn use only. And the reason for that is, one, they usually don't want to take this real well, so it gets kind of messy. But two, if they've got diarrhea, you really don't want to be dealing with them on your lap. So for me, what I do, we're going to start pretty simply with turning him over. Okay. And then kind of get him in a towel. Now you can do this in your lap if you prefer to do it that way. My rabbits are all pretty used to being on their back, so it doesn't bother them a whole lot. But you're kind of wrapping them up, so one, they're not going to be kicking you, because like I said, this whole process is pretty uncomfortable. And this is another reason why I really like these slip tips, is because I can kind of get the point in at the corner of the mouth. Don't go in through the front if you can avoid it, and go slow. And the reason you're going to go slow is to give him time to swallow. You should see him kind of moving his mouth and actually swallowing it. If you go too fast, they can asphyxiate, and this is why you want to go kind of slow with it. Alright, and see we got a little chin dribble. Right there. So that's how you do it. Now, you want to try and get probably, see this is a 6 cc, you want to try and get 1 to 2 of these into them every couple of hours. Like I said, the whole point of this is, one, we're keeping him hydrated because it's wet, but two, we're also getting the fiber and the nutrients into his body that's going to keep his gut moving. Alright, so once you've started feeding him this way, you should start to see an improvement in 1 to 2 days. And what that improvement is going to look like usually is you're going to see them starting to drink water on their own, and they may start nibbling at their hay on their own. You can keep offering the oatmeal, but like I said earlier, with diarrhea, you want to pull all the feed pellets just because it's too much going on there. The hay has got the fiber in it. It's going to keep the gut loose, but also keep it, it's going to keep it loose, but kind of together enough that it'll stop the diarrhea. It's kind of a weird thing, but so that's how you make a mash for diarrhea. Like I said, hydration is key, so you want to make sure that they're getting plenty of water. And if it really gets bad, if you start to see blood in the diarrhea, this is time to probably get with a vet and see if there's something else that can be done. Most of the cases, like I said, in 1 to 2 days, they start to improve, and usually within a week, they're back on their own pellets. So that's kind of it today from Sprague Homestead on how to help your rabbit if it shows up with diarrhea. If you've got questions, feel free to leave them down in the comments, and I'll be happy to get back to you. And we will see you next time. Happy homesteading.